Graduation is an important event for all families. Please remember that this is a formal event. In order for everyone to hear each graduate's name, please refrain from excessive celebration during this event. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Dalton High School's class of 2019. If the audience would please rise. Please rise for the posting of our colors, the singing of our national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Time. March. Ready. Turn. Shotgun. Halt. Present. Arms. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Please be seated. On behalf of Dalton Public Schools, welcome to Harmon Field and Dalton High School's 2019 commencement ceremony. Tonight we'll recognize these amazing young people who have reached this important milestone, and we honor the hard work, perseverance, and commitment they have invested to become high school graduates. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight to celebrate with these students. I know you are incredibly proud of all they have accomplished. No one gets to this milestone alone, though. I am sure the students sitting before me tonight can attest to the many people who have supported them and encouraged them on their educational journey. Please accept my thanks for the part you played in helping them reach this moment. We are excited to have you here as witnesses to this great accomplishment.
Good evening, Dalton High School class of 2019. I stand before you today as a memory of who we once were and a vision of who we will soon be. We have watched one another blossom from children playing freeze tag on the playground during recess to the excited, if terrified, young men and women who fill this stadium today. And although nothing has truly remained the same, here we all are, hours away from embarking on the greatest journey of our lives. For many of us, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy waking up and making it through another day. It hasn't been easy knowing that our lives aren't as simple as the lives we once watched on TV. It hasn't been easy knowing that there is so much that we don't know about what is to come. Throughout these past 4 years, we have all embarked on journeys towards finding something to guide us through to where we're going, whether through family or through devotion or through friendships or through extracurricular activities. We have all sought to find the golden rays of something better to carry us on through to another day. We are all sunflowers, in that we are all still growing. Sunflowers absorbing the kindness, the patience, and the love of those who enrich our lives and who teach us that sunshine is present, even on the cloudiest of days. We are seedlings yearning for new experiences, for love, for understanding, for someone to care. Seedlings who have found that nourishment in the teachers that we now consider mentors, in the friends that we now consider family. We have grown far beyond anything we could have ever expected of ourselves without ever having realized it. To our parents, without you, who would we be? Everything that we are, for better or for worse, began with you believing in our potential to change this world. You have sacrificed so much to give us the opportunities that many others take for granted. It would be impossible to give you all the gratitude that you deserve, but on behalf of the class of 2019, thank you. Familiares, sin ustedes, ¿quién seríamos? Todo lo que somos, por bueno o por malo, empezó con ustedes y con ustedes creyendo en la posibilidad de nosotros en poder cambiar este mundo. Han sacrificado todo para poder darnos una oportunidad que muchos toman por hecho. Sería imposible darles toda la gracia que merecen, pero en parte de nuestra clase de 2019, gracias por todo. Ustedes son el sol y nosotros los girasoles. Our senior song says, I know you're scared of the unknown. I believe we can all relate to that. We are so afraid of the possibility that our lives will bear no resemblance to what they are now in as little as a few months' time. We want our lives to remain the way they have always been, for our friends to always just be a few classrooms away, for Mr. Bartu's It's a Wonderful Catamount Day to always convince us that today will truly be something wonderful and a chance for something better. But after today, our lives won't be the same. But that's not a bad thing. Something unknown might just be something familiar viewed from another angle. The approaching storm might just be the shower that you need to blossom further. DHS class of 2019, our roots will forever be intertwined within the hearts and minds of those we have encountered in the short time the universe has caused our paths to cross. Our stalks will continue to grow so far as we are willing to find the light, despite how difficult it may be to find it, until ultimately we do bloom as the sunflowers we are meant to be, vibrantly standing with both beauty and confidence in the face of the strongest winds. Good luck and thank you.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2019. As I reflect on the last 4 years, I am immediately struck by the sheer breadth of experiences we've had together as a class. From winning homecomings to healing together to battling senioritis, it truly does feel like we've been through it all. Through these experiences, we've laughed, cried, worked past our limits, and grown into the young adults we stand as here today, hopefully better for it all. As we move into this new chapter of our lives, leaving the hallways we've called home and venturing into new journeys, I am struck by the imagery of a sunflower, inspired by our senior song, golden leaves enshrouding thousands of seeds. Each of us is a sunflower, and we've only reached this juncture by sticking with each other. And as we graduate and begin to lead our own lives, I hope you remember the love and support that has gotten you here, and give the same to everyone you encounter from here on out. Help flower the seeds you've grown now as you spread out, just as others have helped you. What is an education if not used to better yourself and others? I am so grateful that I have been able to spend the last 4 years with you all, and I find a few lyrics in particular echoing in my head tonight. Every time I'm leaving on ya, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for ya, give me a reason to go. Leaving Dalton High School is not an easy venture, especially when it is all most of us have ever known. But I wouldn't want it any other way, and I hope you all too have something that makes it bittersweet to move on. I also hope that the last 4 years have given you reason to keep going and inspired you to greater things in the rest of your life, wherever you go. Again, congratulations, seniors, and thank you.
Good evening. It's been 4 years. 4 years of losing our voices chanting Class of 2019 during homecoming celebrations. 4 years of sitting in classrooms together, laughing with friends, and learning about everything from geography to pre-calculus. 4 years of working hard to pass classes while still playing sports, performing in shows, marching in the band, and so much more. 4 years of walking down the same hallways, the ones crowded from wall to wall, loud but full of vivacious energy. Each year, some friendly faces left those hallways and new ones joined them, but the familiar faces that I see out in front of me tonight stayed the same. These were the reassuring smiles that stayed constant, the bonds that didn't waver as each year passed. And now, it's our turn to leave those corridors and embark on a new adventure. We walked through the front doors our freshman year, unsure of what to expect, not knowing what the future would hold for us. We looked up at seniors who seemed so much older than us, only to be filling those shoes ourselves now. We didn't know that we'd win the Spirit Stick our sophomore year, or that we would spend hours after school working for that next game or rehearsing for the next performance. We didn't know that we would meet lifelong friends, ones that would see us through both the mountaintop experiences and the moments that felt too low. We didn't know that we would be part of such a caring community, and we didn't know that this place would become a home, one that would take care of us so well for 4 years. We are graduating, which is something so deserving of celebration and excitement, but leaving a place that has become such a home also seems quite daunting. We are leaving behind everything we've known and becoming part of the greater world around us, a place where there is no set path for us to follow. It is time for us to create our own journeys, to take what we've learned thus far and use it to build our futures. When I think about going out into the world after graduation, I think of a quote that my drama director here at the high school has always said. Before every performance or after a difficult rehearsal, Mr. Finney would always reassure us by saying, "No matter what, I'm always gonna love ya." No matter what we did, on stage or off, he was always going to be there to support us and teach us. This is how I feel about Dalton High as we say a bittersweet farewell tonight. No matter what we do, where life takes us, or how long it is before we see each other again, we will always look back on our time as Catamounts fondly. We'll always remember the beautiful memories we made together, and we'll always love the family we found here. I mean, once a Catamount, always a Catamount, right? After tonight, who knows when our paths may cross again, but I have confidence that each member of this class will go on to do such incredible things. Thank you to every person who helped us get to this moment. We never could have done it without you. Thank you to the teachers who continued to believe in us, who spent hours to teach us and help us succeed. Thank you to the administrators, the coaches, the custodial staff, the cafeteria workers, the counselors, and everyone in between who helped make Dalton High a place we could learn and grow. And thank you to the parents who supported us in our aspirations and paved the way for us to be here tonight. And thank you to my fellow graduates for being spectacular and for working hard every step of the way. I am so honored to be wearing red with all of you tonight. Never forget the community that you came from, and never forget that you are destined for greatness. Congratulations, class of 2019, and go Cats!
Good evening, everybody. My name is Steve Bartu, and I have the honor to serve as principal here at Dalton High School. And good evening, class of 2019. It is a beautiful, glorious Catamount Day. Before I make a few remarks, I would like to recognize a special group of folks who are with us tonight. If you are a current or former Dalton Public Schools elementary or middle school teacher, and you taught some of these students in the class of 2019, then please stand now and be recognized. Teachers, please stand. Thank you for your role in these students' education. You are an important part in their journey to tonight's commencement ceremony. And students, class of 2019, all of you would not be here tonight celebrating your graduation from high school if it weren't for the dedication and support of your teachers, parents, grandparents, and other loved ones. So class of 2019, please rise. Turn and applaud those that supported you, care about you, and love you. You may be seated. Class of 2019, I'm very proud of your accomplishments. I've seen you work hard, and I've watched you accomplish many great things. I've seen so much growth with so many of you in the last 4 years. Through the years, I've watched you support each other through your challenges. I've watched you celebrate with each other in your accomplishments. And now, you're about to become Dalton High School alumni. Congratulations, class of 2019. When you leave here tonight, please remember this. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, because after all, you are a catamount. And now for some honors and recognitions. Star Student and Teacher. To my right, the Star Student is based on the highest SAT score in the school, as well as having an A grade point average. This year's Star Student was Jackson Lamar Wright. Jackson chose as his teacher Mr. Michael Coulter. Mr. Coulter, if you'll please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Students that have been awarded money from scholarships, please stand. These scholarships represent academics, athletics, and community service. As a senior class, these students have amassed $2.8 million in scholarship money. Congratulations. Honor graduates. Students wearing gold tassels, please stand. These are our honor graduates and have maintained a 90 or above in all classes or a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Congratulations, you may be seated. College and military admission cord. Students wearing a red, white, and black cord, please stand. These students have been admitted to college and or the military. Please be seated. National Honor Society. Students wearing the white collar with blue emblem, please stand. These students are members of the National Honor Society and have demonstrated excellence in the area of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Students in the National Honor Society have met stringent criteria for admission. Students must have an unweighted average of 90 in core classes, a 3.5 GPA in weighted core classes. Students have served in their community through various service projects throughout their senior year. Congratulations. AP Scholars. Graduates wearing a green honor cord, please stand. AP Scholars. These students scored a 3 or better on 3 or more advanced placement exams. We also have in this group AP Scholar with Honor. Those are the kids that is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.25 on all AP exams taken and a score of 3 or higher on 4 or more of these exams. And finally, we also have AP Scholar with Distinction is granted to students who receive an average score of at least 3.5 on all AP exams taken and a score of 3 or higher on 5 or more of those exams. Congratulations. IB Diploma candidates are all together up front here. The students wearing the white academic stole and IB medal with the IB insignia. These students have completed all the requirements to be considered for the International Baccalaureate Diploma. Congratulations. Governor's Honors. Students wearing a blue, black, and white cord, please stand. Caroline Hope Coleman, Taylor Kate Triplett, and Lily Catherine Rayberg attended the Governor's Honors Program. Congratulations. The National Beta Club, students wearing a gold stole with a black emblem, please stand. These graduates have earned the distinction of being inducted into the National Beta Club. These students are HOPE eligible and have completed a minimum of 30 hours of community service. Congratulations. Scholar athletes. Students wearing a silver cord, please stand. These students have maintained a 3.5 or above weighted GPA while participating in 2 or more sports during all 4 years of high school while adhering to the Dalton Public Schools interscholastic extracurriculars activity, student behavior, and conduct expectations. Congratulations. Will Jacqueline, these are Rotary Club scholars. They were honored by our Rotary Club earlier this year. Will Jacqueline Batista, Paola Arredondo, Grace Anderson, Caroline Coleman, and Anna Grace Rogers please stand? These students are wearing the blue and gold cord that identifies them as Rotary Club Outstanding Area Scholars. This year, right here, Anna Grace Rogers was recognized as the overall Outstanding Area Scholar in Whitfield County. Please be seated. Dual enrollment seniors. We have 42 graduating seniors who have accumulated. So if you were dual enrollment this year, please stand. We have 42 graduating seniors who have accumulated 1,449 college credit hours through dual enrollment courses with Dalton State, Georgia Northwestern, and Georgia Film Academy while in high school. We would like to recognize 4 of these students who earned an associate's degree through Dalton State College enrollment. So if the rest of you will sit down. When I call your name, you 4 please stand and face the audience. Kirsten Coran, Will Harrison Martin, Jefferson Cash Robinson II, and Jillian Jeanette Trowell. They all earned an associate's degree. Please be seated. And now we'd like to recognize one of these students who earned a certificate in basic welding and business management while through GNTC. Pedro Antonio Ramos Retna, please stand. Congratulations, Pedro. Thank you. We had some athletic state champions this year, and they're going to be recognized now. The following seniors won a GHSA state championship this school year. Tyler Hunt, please stand. Tyler Hunt won a state championship in wrestling this year. Tyler is also a 4-time individual state wrestling champion. Congratulations, Tyler. Jonathan Shaheen, please stand. Jonathan won 2 individual swimming state championships in the 50 freestyle and 200 freestyle relay this year. Congratulations, Jonathan. And now, will the following boys soccer team players please stand? Jose Barrera, Christian Cardova, Harrison Frere, Omar Hernandez, Ivan Mora, Jose Moreno, Elvis Perez, Nathan Racon, Tony Saldana, Miguel Valderas. These 10 young men were members of our boys soccer team. As most of you know, our boys soccer team had an undefeated season with 23 wins and no losses. They scored 117 goals and only gave up 17 this season. This team is ranked #1 in the nation and won a state championship this year. Congratulations. You may be seated. Students wearing a red, silver, and navy cord, please stand. These seniors have been active members in student council for 3 years. Seniors, community service hour, students wearing the white cord, please stand. These students have performed a minimum of 40 community service hours through their various clubs and organizations during their senior year. Please be seated. French National Honor Society. Students wearing a blue, white, and red striped cord, please stand. These students are members of the French National Honor Society. To be a member, students must have an A average in French and a B average overall. German National Honor Society. Students wearing the black, red, and gold honor cords, please stand. These students have earned the distinction of the German National Honor Society by achieving a 3.0 overall GPA, completed at least 3 semester hours of German, maintained a minimum of 3.6 GPA in German. The DSD German Language Diploma, so if you all will be seated, the following 2 students please stand. They received a German Language Diploma, Euritzi Sarari Ramos and Malik D'Angelo Waters. Please stand. Congratulations to you. Latin National Honor Society. Students wearing the gold and purple honor cord, please stand. These students are members of the National Latin Honor Society. Students must have an A average in their Latin classes and an overall GPA of 3.0 in order to be a member. Spanish National Honor Society. Students wearing the red and gold honor cord, please stand. These graduates have earned the privilege and membership in the Spanish National Honor Society by completing at least 2 years of advanced coursework in Spanish, earning an A in each Spanish class, and maintaining a minimum overall GPA of 3.5. National Art Honor Society. Students wearing the rainbow-colored cord, please stand. These graduates are members of the National Art Honor Society. The requirements to wear the cord are that students must have a 3.0 overall and an A average in art. They must participate in the National Art Honor Society community service activity. International Thespian Honor Society. Students wearing the blue and gold cord, please stand. The International Thespian Society is an honor society that supports and recognizes students' excellence in theatrical arts. The blue and gold cords being worn by 24 of our graduates signify their membership in International Thespian Society and their contributions to the theatrical arts at Dalton High School and in our community. Tri-M International Honor Society. Students wearing the pink cord, please stand. These students are members of the Tri-M International Honor Society that recognize secondary music students for their musical ability, academic excellence, school involvement, and community service. Seniors wearing the Tri-M card are members of the instrumental music class, maintaining an A average in music and a B average overall. DECA honor students. Students wearing the royal blue and white cord with silver medallion, please stand. These students have been part of the DECA Club for 3 years and have maintained an A average in their marketing classes. Career Technology, CTAE. Graduates wearing a purple and silver cord, please stand. These are honor students in career technology education. These students have an overall GPA of 3.0 or more, a concentration in a career technology pathway, and a 3.5 GPA in career technology classes. Tonight, we are recognizing 71 students who have earned this distinction. Now, graduates wearing a teal and white twisted cord, please stand. These 188 students are being honored for gaining certification in their prospective pathways. They successfully completed 3 pathway courses over 3 years and passed an end of pathway assessment. Many of these students completed 2 pathways, received certification in both pathways, and are wearing 2 of these honor cords. Congratulations to you all. FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America. Students wearing the blue and gold cord, please stand. There's several of those blue and gold cords, aren't there? There we go. These students have earned recognition from the Natural Future Business Leaders of America for completing 2 of the 4 levels of the FBLA Business Achievement Awards. Project Lead the Way. Students wearing a teal and white cord, please stand. These students have completed 3 years in engineering with Project Lead the Way curriculum. Congratulations to you. Skills USA. Students wearing the red, gold, and blue cord, please stand. Tonight, the DHS chapter of Skills USA recognizes the senior member who maintained high academics of a B or better in career classes and active, dedicated participation in chapter activities. First, robotics. Students wearing the black and white cord, please stand. First robotics competition is an ultimate sport for the mind. Seniors with these cords have been members of the Catabot team and have participated in 2 regional competitions. Congratulations. Work-based learning. Students wearing the black and green cord, please stand. The following students have earned the work-based learning cord of achievement. These students have worked or interned with the community during the school year. They have maintained their grades and attendance while acquiring valuable employability and career skills. Congratulations. Family Career Community Leaders, FCCLA. Students wearing the red and white cord, please stand. These students have demonstrated leadership abilities and high academic scholar. These students have maintained a 3.5 GPA in their family and consumer science courses. They have demonstrated community pride by participating in 2 or more service projects. Cord of Courage. These are the blood donations. Students wearing red cords and blue and red cords, please stand. These graduates have earned the red cord for participating in donating blood 6 times or more, and the blue and red cord for donating blood 10 times or more during their high school career. These cords recognize students that have made differences in the lives of men, women, children throughout our regional communities with unselfish act of donating blood. Thank you. JROTC Honor Cord recipients. Students wearing the red, gold, and white cord and the Junior ROTC white stoles, please stand. These students have completed at least 3 years of JROTC, maintained a 3.0 GPA average or higher in JROTC, and volunteered over 50 hours of their personal time per year to support our community. Now, students wearing the white stoles, they serve in leadership or staff positions, demonstrating high moral and personal standards, completed at least 3 years of JROTC, maintained a 3.5 average GPA or higher in JROTC, and volunteered over 100 hours of their personal time per year to support the community. Chorus cord. Students wearing the teal and purple cord, please stand. These students must have been enrolled in chorus for 4 years. They have earned an A in chorus for each semester enrolled, and they must have attended all the rehearsals and all the chorus shows. Congratulations to you. The yearbook. Students wearing the Kelly Green cord, please stand. The Kelly Green cord is awarded to senior members of the yearbook staff. These students have worked diligently to support the efforts of creating memorable and comprehensive yearbook throughout last year. And now, please be seated. I'd like to introduce to you our top 10 graduates. With the following students, please stand. Catherine Grace Anderson, Caroline Hope Coleman, Anna Sullivan Hodges, Justin Mark Ketchum, Lakin Elise Land, Yuritsi Sari Ramos, Taylor Brooke Ramsey, Anna Grace Rogers, Jonathan Michael Shaheen, Shaheen, and Taylor Kate Triplett. These are top 10 students in their class. Okay, please be seated. And now these students, please stand. Catherine Grace Anderson, Caroline Coleman, Justin Ketchum, Lakin Land, Yuritsi Ramos, Anna Grace Rogers, and Jonathan Shaheen. These students have been top 10 in their class all 4 years in high school. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to present the top 2 academic honors for the class of 2019, our Salutatorian and Valedictorian. The Salutatorian is the student with the second highest grade point average in the class. Our Salutatorian for the class of 2019 is Catherine Grace Anderson. Now it is with great pleasure that I present. Sorry about that. Let me start that one over. Now it is with great pleasure that I present the student with the highest grade point average in the class of 2019. The valedictorian is Anna Grace Rogers. Well, let's see if we can make this work. Ready? This is like, why don't you just hold it?
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair.
Mr. Bartu, faculty, parents, and graduates, on behalf of the Dalton Public School Board of Education, I want to welcome you to this 2019 graduation ceremony. The good news is it's not going to rain tonight, and the sun's gone down. The bad news, obviously, is that these graduates have been sitting up in the stands for about an hour, hour and a half before we even started tonight, so I commend you for that, and I shudder to think what microorganisms might actually be growing underneath these gowns at this point. But try not to think about that. You've already been blessed with a number of excellent speeches tonight, and unfortunately for y'all, I'm the only one standing between you and your diploma at this point. 2 years have passed since I last spoke at a graduation ceremony for Dalton High, and when I knew I was speaking at this ceremony, I was really stressed out because it wasn't that long ago that we spoke at the last one, and not much had changed really in the community or current events. It's really hard coming up with a new speech when so much is current, harder than you think. So I tried to ask my family for some advice, and they offered no pearls, no wisdom. The best they could come up with was, why don't you just use the same speech that you used last time? Now, is that crazy or what? A re-speech? But wait a minute. Then I realized none of you guys were even here then, and most of the people in the stands weren't here, and the teachers would be the only ones really hearing a re-speech, and they give the same material over and over every year, and so they're kind of used to that. And so it wouldn't really be doing anything, so I figured it could actually work. And so I actually spent a lot of time on this speech, dusting it off. And as far as you know, it's a brand new speech, just for you. This is a special graduating class. You began kindergarten, I sound like Mr. Bartu. You began kindergarten in 2006, the year of Happy Feet, Cars, and Ice Age: The Meltdown. Pluto was unfortunately downgraded to a dwarf planet. YouTube was 1 year old. The first tweet was sent in 2006, and Facebook opened to the public. The first iPhone, believe it or not, was still 1 year away. But you're special to me for a different reason. See, I've been serving on the Board of Education since 2003, and so in some capacity, all of the schools that you've attended throughout your time in Dalton Public Schools, I've had some influence in. So you're welcome, or I'm terribly sorry. Some of you have been at Dalton High for 4 years and some for only 1, but each of you has contributed to a very proud legacy. I congratulate you on your many accomplishments. You've heard many of them tonight. Our community can be proud of the quality of this graduating class. Look around and look at all the potential that's surrounding you. Look at all the faces of those in attendance in the stands. Your families are extremely proud of you. You can't imagine the sense of joy or relief, let's be honest, that some of them are experiencing. Now pay attention. This is really important. Do not miss this opportunity to ask for money. I'm sure that you're worth every penny, and this is the night to do it. My own graduation doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I know it must have been longer than it seems because the first personal computer, the Macintosh, debuted in 1984, the year after my graduation. You have never known a world without computers. Technology has transformed the way that we live. Tasks and tools that were once routine are now hopelessly out of date. We don't memorize anyone's phone number. We don't do math in our head. You don't call a family member to ask where they are because you can track them, of course. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. We don't tell time by the hands of a clock. We don't call the theater to get the movie times, which we used to have to do as well. And sadly, no one owns a CD or record collection anymore. Back in the day, your music collection took up a quarter of your room. Now it just fills a fraction of memory on your iPhone. Before the iPhone, we had the iPod. Before the iPod, we had the portable CD players. Before the portable CD players, we had the Walkman, which was preceded by the boombox, which was preceded by the stereo system, complete with massive speakers, record player, cassette deck, and 8-track options. And before that, fire. That's the time I'm talking about. Different. When we went out and stayed out past our curfew, our parents could not reach us. Couldn't call, couldn't text. Sorry, no phones. Hey, I didn't say it was all that bad because that's why I think that you hear us talk about the good old days. You are the most technologically savvy generation the world has ever known. You're Generation Z, or the network generation, NetGen for short. Great things are expected of you, and not just from the people in the stands tonight. Many are already labeling you as the next great generation, the one that will finally solve many of the world's problems. Please hurry. You have never known a world without the internet or without cell phones. Your smartphone is millions of times more powerful than all of NASA's combined computing power was in 1969 when we sent men to the moon. You've never known a world without the internet or without cell phones. You've always cooked your popcorn in a microwave. You've never watched TV without a remote. We actually had to get up and spin the little dial thing to pick one of the 3 channels that we could get. You've always ridden your bike with half a bowling ball on your head. You've never ridden in a car without a seatbelt. You've never heard of jarts or lawn darts, which is a great game similar to cornhole, but played with miniature javelins, banned in 1988. You are the most watched over and sheltered generation ever. So what does that mean? Well, really not very much, because it's just the world defining you, an outside entity that doesn't really even know the real you. As you head off to school, the military, or the workforce, remember who you are and where you came from. Know that you have what it takes to succeed. You're the product of all of your experiences up to this point, and now it's time for you to take the next step in your life's journey. Congratulations on completing the easiest part. When you were a child, you talked like a child, thought like a child, and reasoned like a child. And now it's time to set aside childish things. It's time to take the lessons of your childhood and apply them to your adult lives. I learned many of life's most important lessons as a boy myself. It was just a long time before I realized their value and importance. You see, I grew up on the island of Puerto Rico. And while on a routine childhood adventure in the woods in Puerto Rico, I stumbled upon a machete. Not just any machete, but a long-bladed machete. Why would anybody leave a perfectly good, although slightly bent and rusty, machete in the woods to be found by a kid? Finders keepers. I'd never had anything like it. Only big people had machetes, and so obviously I was now big. I thought of all the useful and wonderful things that I could do with a machete, like chop things and, well, chop things. That's what you do with a machete. There's not much else. Lesson number 1. Not everything that falls into your lap is necessarily a good thing. Take the time necessary to evaluate all of your opportunities. Well, I showed it to my older brother, and of course he was appropriately impressed, and we took off in search of a new adventure. Lesson number 2, be wary of the influence of others. Don't let others talk you into doing something foolish. First order of business, we needed to cut a new path through the woods. Come on, we did have a machete. Lesson number 3, sometimes it's okay to take the path that's already there. It may be better than the one that you're making. Be open to learning from the experience of others, especially when you're only an 11-year-old child with a rusty machete. It's much harder than you think to cut a path through the woods. Lesson number 4, know your skill set and work on getting better at it. Don't make things more difficult than they need to be. Well, we came to a creek in the middle of our new path, and I tell my brother to wait on one side of the creek while I go across and clear a path for us. So I'm on the other side, hacking away, clearing a path, when I feel something strike the machete blade. Lesson number 5, people do not always do what you ask them to do. Get used to it and adapt. I turned around and I saw my brother with a look of horror on his face. He didn't stay on the other side like he was supposed to. And he should have. He's looking at a small hole in his forearm, and it's not even that big, and it wasn't even bleeding yet. Lesson number 6, you do not get to decide the size of somebody else's problem. Well, I thought he was being quite dramatic about the whole slashing incident, and if I didn't calm him down, something very bad was going to happen. He would tell Dad. Lesson number 7, being selfish will not solve the problem. Look out for more than your own self-interest. I almost had him convinced of the wisdom to keep quiet and keep it just between us, but then he saw blood. Everything is worse with blood. Now he started screaming and ran out of the woods right through the old path really fast, reinforcing lesson number 3, that the existing path was actually better. He got out really, really fast. So naturally, I started running after him. I didn't want him to tell my father. So he burst out of the woods screaming. Of course, this gets my dad's attention. My dad's standing on the deck of the house, and he's watching one of his children run up a dirt road, screaming, crying, and holding a bloody arm over his head, while being chased by his other child holding a machete. Lesson number 8, raising children is hard. None of you are ready for it. So I tried to explain what happened to my dad. I was very excited and talking with my hands, and now looking back at it as a 50-plus-year-old, I realized it would have been better to put the machete down at that point because he was very scared. Lesson number 9, in certain situations, an explanation doesn't matter. Just say you're sorry. My father snatched that machete out of my hand, and he proceeded to throw it as far as he could into the field next to the house, which had about 5-foot-high grass in it. Lesson number 10, what is important to you will not necessarily be important to others. Be prepared to go it alone, which I did. I looked for that machete for hours and then days, and every time we went back to that area. But unfortunately, I never found it. Lesson number 11, learn to recognize when it's time to move on. When one door closes, another will open. These lessons that you'll learn and you have learned are what's going to equip you. So you're now armed with one of the most important tools that you'll need to forge your path ahead. It's not the diploma itself from Dalton High School that counts. It's about what you've learned along the way and what you do with the education you've received on your journey to graduation. Your future is in your hands, no one else's. No excuses. Seize the opportunity. My advice to you is simple. Be fit. That's right, be fit. Physically fit, mentally fit, and spiritually fit. Fitness in all three of these disciplines is most important, is always important. But the spiritual fitness is the most important and also the most neglected. It cannot be ignored without creating a big void, literally a God-sized void. We are, after all, spiritual beings in temporary human form. When you feel like your life is missing something, look inward and nourish the spirit. Then look beyond yourself and find which of your special gifts the world is in need of. Satisfaction will come with the selfless pursuit of your passion. Love what you do and get better at it. Then find out how to get paid for it. Life doesn't usually follow the plans that you lay out for yourself. You'll experience both the highs and the lows of life, the difficult and the easy, and your true success will be defined by how you handle both of these times. So even though I never found that machete, as special as it was to me, by applying the lessons that I learned through that experience as well as many others, I was able to develop a different skill set with a blade and even make a career out of it. For those of you who don't know me or what I do, I'm a surgeon. So now if I make a hole in your arm, I can fix it. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you tonight. Good luck and God bless. Enjoy the journey. And if along the way you happen upon a machete, it belongs to me.
Thank you, Dr. Fromm. Dr. Scott and members of the school board, each student in the class has completed all requirements for graduation and is in good standing with our school. I recommend to you that each of these students in the class of 2019 be recognized as graduates of Dalton High School with all rights and privileges with that honor.
Thank you, Mr. Bartu. Dr. Fromm, Dalton Public Schools Board of Education, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the Dalton High School class of 2019. By the authority and power vested in me as superintendent of Dalton Public Schools, I do now confer these candidates who have met all graduation requirements placed upon them by the state of Georgia and the Dalton Public School Boards of Education. They are now eligible to come forward and receive their diplomas. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Abby Catherine Gleaton. Lance Andreas Jesus Sotelo. Anna Flores Thomas. Anna Grace Rogers. Hillary Dong. Christian Vergara. Jackson Lamar Wright. Lisette Angélica Breton, Ismael Carrillo, Vanessa Cortés Muñoz, Sadie Bennett Cowan, María Sidlale Martínez, Montserrat Méndez, Erika Quiñones, Yuritsi Sarai Ramos, Evelyn Solis, Taylor Kate Triplett, Alicia Lee Kinner, Steve Perez, Emily Lauren Adcock, Aaron Moisés Aguilar, Griselda Aguilar, Daniela Aguilera Calderón, Andrea Sarai Aguiluz Caballero, Jasmine Alanis, Abel Albor Villafuerte, Melissa Alfaro, Gabrielle Brittany Allen, Stephanie Alvarez, Alyssa Flynn Anderson, Catherine Grace Anderson, Darian Antonio, Naomi Micheline Arango, Anthony Arias, Luis Ángel Arias, Dulce Arias Vázquez, Eloy Arredondo, Paola Viridiana Arredondo Cárdenas, Alexander Miguel Arrieta, Mitchell Wyatt Arthur, Sydney Faith Alt, Amaya Jade Austin, Christian Avalos, Karina Ayala, Andrea Barajas, Brianna Michelle Barbosa, José Guadalupe Barrera, Nayalia Barrientos Reyes, Eduardo Ángel Bastida, Jacqueline Lisbeth Bautista, Zanaya Jabri Beavers, Emilio Antonio Becerra, Jessica Anaí Becerra, Víctor Leonel Bejarano, Courtney Brooke Bellflower, Andrés Beltrán, Christian Beltrán, Desmond Louis Elias Benton, Kayera Deshay Benton, Surbi Shyam Batter, Mariana Vivian, Yesenia Maria Brito, William Hunter Brown, Kobe J. Bryant, Cecile Grace Burgess, Mitchell Tyson Burnett, Zanaya Patricia Lachey Burse. Kimberly Bustamante. Wesley Ronaldo Cáceres. Anthony Luis Calderón Schuler. José Camacho. Briseida Camacho Suazo. Adan Skylar Cantu. Sumner Lynn Card. Samuel Hammer Carlson. Braulio Carrillo. Ethan Carter Carroll. Alex Castillo. Daniel Isaac Castillo. Salvador Castillo. Daphne Michelle Castro. Brenda Celine Cashaw Flores. Misael Cervantes. Victor Manuel Cervantes. Eunice Tonatzin Cervantes Abonce. Javier Cervantes Motales. Ashley Cespedes Bello. Chandler Rain Chastain. Alexia Nicole Chavarria. Jennifer Elizabeth Chavarria. Ariana Yanel Chávez. Sarai Cisneros. Mark Chandler Clemens III. Kirsten Corin. Logan Kennard Cole. Caroline Hope Coleman. Cassandra Marlene Contreras. Christian Cordova. Gabriela María Cornejo. Javier Corona. Jennifer Selena Corral Borrego. Daisha Elaine Kroll. Allison Deshay Cruz. Yendri Ed Cruz. Annalise Cruz Juárez. Gabriela Cruz Juárez. Ethan Xavier Dallas. Jorge Rubén Davalos. Zanaya Chunwei Dawson. Luis de la Peña. Manuel Alejandro de la Peña. Jake Chadwick Dean. Jordi Axel Delgado Moreno. Irán Jesús Delgado Rodríguez. Ariana Rose Denard. Jagger Brant Dixon. Edgar Gaspar Diego. Josiah Yasmin Dillon. Braxton Sean Edwards. Chadwick Jackson Elkins. Maynor Escobar. Emilinda Estrada. Erika Margarita Estrada. Jafet Estrada. Hannah Alexis Feltz. Alfeni Figueroa Mateo. Amber Ann Fisher. Carla Daniela Flores. Caitlin Mary Flores. Jaquay Tyron Flowers. Harrison Scott Ford. David Friday. Harrison Friday. Miguel Friday. Salma Fraire. Jocelyn Fraire. Leti Beatriz Francisco Francisco. Briley Bo Frazier. Edgar Alejandro Galdames. Emilia Alessandra Gandarilla. Alondra García. Celerina García. Elizabeth García. Gabriela García. Miguel Ángel García. Salvador Joseph García. Rosa Carol García Ayala. María Fernanda García Torres. Leonardo García Navarro. Adrian Garnica. Grace Ann Getzi. Jocelyn Sincere González. Jessica González. Joana Carolina González. Natalia Isabel González. Raúl González. Tiffany Shea Graves. Hannah Holden Green. William Drew Greason. Sylvie Lorenz Gregg. Fletcher Bright Griffin. Andrea Guerrero. Magali Guerrero. Flor Jacqueline Guerrero González. Miguel Gustavo Guzmán. Austin Taylor Hagney. Jameson Eugene Hanna. Henry Owen Henson. Haley Laurie Harless. Devin Kushan Harris. Olivia Catherine Haviland. Brooke Meredith Haverland. Ebony Michelle Hinson. Essence Chanel Hinson. Chelsea Daniela Hernandez. Jacqueline Eileen Hernandez. Jorge Alexander Hernandez. Catherine Liliana Hernandez. Larissa Fabela Hernandez. Montserrat Hernandez. Omar Hernandez. Wendy Hernandez. Elvira Hernandez Moya. Samari Fernanda Hernandez Pacheco. Andreina Herrera. Magali Herrera. Michael Tyler Franklin Hicks. Anna Sullivan Hodges. Kenyatta Latanya Howard. Hector Huerta. Viviana Huijon. Tyler Gregory Hunt. Angelica Leticia Hurtado. Ali Hossam Hussein. Joe Hoon. Mark Anthony Isan. Sidlali Isaguirre. Emma Lee Jacobs. Denise Jaques. Frida Itzel Jaramillo. Luz Adriana Jaramillo Rodríguez. Joan Tyrell Jenkins. Henson Jimenez. Chase Riley Keener. Brishan Jashay Kinnebrew, Molly Ann Kerr, Justin Mark Ketchum, Eleanor Grace King, Sarah Michelle Knight, Austin Jake Koza, Jaden Nicole Kriegel, Nicholas Eduardo Lama, Olivia Lane Margaret Lambert, Catherine McCord Land, Laken Elise Land, Sarai Lara, Philip Huang Lee, Neida Leon, Alejandro Lopez, Anaí López, Anaí Jessie López, Andrés Plasencia López, David Manuel López, Jennifer López, Nathaniel Gabriel López, Tyus Rayshawn Love, Brisa Giselle Luna, Jamal Latre Macon, Brianna Isabel Madrigal, Alexis Magaña, Andrew Magaña, Jonathan Maldonado, Gabriela Maldonado Garcia, Haiti Yvette Maldonado Ramos, Michelle Novali Manzano, Sarah McCall Merritt, Calista Abigail Marquez, Jennifer Marquez, Will Harrison Martin, Eulalia Martín Juan, Franco Martínez, Iliana Martínez, Yvette Martínez, Jamie Michelle Martínez, Rubí Martínez, Alondra Martínez López, Paola Martínez Posada, Henry Lee McClurkin, Ebony Pearl McDermott, Colby Lavelle McDermott, Edgar Medina, Leslie Medina, Brian Medina Calderón, Alexandra Nicole Medrano, Alejandro Mejía, Ruby Méndez, Rebecca Mendoza, Melanie Dargis Mercantetti, David Mesa, Juan Miguel López, Michael Gabriel Milafante, Martinica Renata Miranda Salgado, Maxmara Sofía Miranda Salgado, Mary Grace Mitchell, Alan Odalis Molina, Mario Greg Molina, Erin Jeanette Monroe. Let me try that again. Erin Jeanette Monroe. Michael Luis Monroig. Andrea Lisette Montero Urquiza. Trinity Cherise Montgomery. Jarek Inman Alexander Montgomery Willis. Gabriel Aaron Moore. Ivan Mora. Diego Morales. Fernando Moreno. Francisca Joyce Moreno. José Ernesto Moreno. Miguel Ángel Moreno. Juan José Moreno Vázquez. Stuart Julian Mosquera. Melanie Muñoz. Carmen Elena Narváez. Catherine Guadalupe Navas. Emily Jean Nices. Iser Neri. Ni Go. Catherine Quinn. Aaron Oseguera. Nicole Ochoa. Rachel Ochoa. Jessica Orellana. Jesus Andrés Orellanes Ramos. Litzy Andrea Orozco. Lynette Alexa Ortiz. Omar Ortiz. Verónica Ortiz. Mariana Pacheco. Isaac Chapman Painter. Ada Joanna Pais. Axel Anthony Palacios Muñoz. Naomi Lucia Paniagua. Noah Walker Paniagua. Lauren Madison Parker. Keenan Dexter Pasqua. Bhumi D. Patel. Ishika K. Patel. Prachi Patel. Ria B. Patel. Miguel Ángel Patiño. Mally K. Payne. Carter Thomas Pinley. Edgar Pérez. Elvis Esteban Pérez. Erika Elizabeth Pérez. Héctor Javier Pérez. Laura Pérez. Tristan Alexander Peters. Carrick Jerome Pham. Mitzi Piseño. Damien Pizarro. Gracie Marie Plot. Litzy Joanna Ponce Fraire. Sean Ford Pye. Bethany Jane Quarles. Giovanni Quesada. Cristina Alondra Quintero. Daniel José Quintero. Fátima Quintero. Emma Quintero Vega. Kayla Ananí Ramírez Reynoso. Mariela Ramírez. Mauro Alonso Ramos. Pedro Antonio Ramos Retaña. Taylor Brooke Ramsey. Sincerity Ann Ramsey. Eulalia Tsunamita Raimundo Lucas. Axel Rendón Esquivel. Brisa Reséndez Muñoz. Josué Giovanni Reveles. Marco Antonio Reyes, Montserrat Reyes, Davison Earl Reynolds, Michelle Marie Reynoso, Haley Rayanne Rice, Lawrence Owens Rich, Meredith Logan Richard, Jack Morris Ridley, Nathan Alexis Rincon, Liana Melier Rio Valdez, Silali Rivera, Giovanni Daniel Rivera, Jefferson Cash Robinson, Javier Robledo, Alexis Nayib Rodriguez, Edgar Ramos Rodriguez, Jocelyn Rodriguez, Juliana Elena Rodriguez, Omar Efraín Rodriguez, Samuel Rodriguez, Annabelle Faye Brewster, Jorge Luis Rodriguez Estrada, James Herbert Rogers IV, Catherine Romo, Jose Miguel Rosillo, Jonathan Rubio, Daniel Giovanni Ruiz, Tyler Webb Rutland, Anaí Salaices, Jorge Alberto Salaices, Andrea Salazar Toledano, Anthony Loredo Saldaña, Arlene Michelle Salinas, Ernesto Sánchez, María Fernanda Sánchez, María Guadalupe Sánchez, Alember Joseph Sánchez Méndez, Jack Allen Sanderson, Jocelyn Sandoval, Perla Cristal Sandoval, Alexandra Santana Herrera, Viviana Santana Mendoza, Giovanni Alexander Santillan, Kelsey Aaron Schneller, Megan Kiri Schneller, Ansh Rusendu Shah, Jonathan Micah Said Shaheen, Kainat Nadim Sheikh, Austin Michael Schroll, Brandon Lamar Silvers, Diamond Tavion Simpson, Marcus Adarius Simpson, Stephanie Gabriela Cinta, Julia Jade Smith, Zai Marie Brielle Sneed, Annie Elizabeth Souther, Bailey Cheyenne Stafford, Megan Danielle Stanley, Julianne Rachel Staton, Abel Suarez, Vishal Sudakar, Jasmine Tafoya Ortiz, Daniel Tapia, Enedina Tapia, Jabria C.K. Taylor, Kyle Austin Timms, Jantia Chastity Tillman, Cinia Flores Thomas, Shaston Khalil Tomas, Brian Torres, Israel Torres, Jordan Torres, Leonardo Torres Agúndez, Luz Estrella Torres Torres, Deandre Tostado, Taylor Allison Townsend, Manuel Trejo, Pedro Jesus Triana, Jillian Jeanette Trowell, Miguel Ángel Valladares, Amaury Darío Vázquez, Yulisa Vázquez, Moisés Velázquez, Omar Alexis Velázquez, Ángel Cruz Velázquez, Julia Velázquez, Thomas Elizardo Ventura, María Isabel Villafuerte, Abe Villeda, Dayanara Shante Villela Galeas, Matthew Stewart Wakeman, Ripken Aaron Walker, Malik D'Angelo Waters, Jackson Robert Wells, Tiana Lachey Wells, Caleb Matthew Julian West, Jalen Bryce Westfield, Olivia Grace Whaley, Darby Sam Whitmire, Destiny Nicole Wilcox, Colby Blythe Wills, Aaliyah Agbata Wilson, Christopher Hunter Winfrey, Elizabeth Ann Wise, Lamon Ladaris Wren, Anna Elizabeth Wright, Temple Landon Wright, Mimi Grace Young, Jesse Zambrano, Stacy Zamora, José Guadalupe Zamora Ortiz, Anaí Esperanza Zavala, A.B. Heriberto Celón.
Class of 2019, please rise.
You may now turn your tassels.